The camera's cool. Just show it to the audience here. And this is the Sanyo.
That's the Sanyo Exacti. It's HD, although I don't shoot in HD because they haven't perfected editing in HD yet. And you can see what we can pick up here on the crowd. It's fine. By the way, may I say, Barack Obama, someone who's covering the candidates, Barack Obama looks really good in HD. It's so interesting how much this election has changed with the technology and the fact that it does make a difference. It's not just the reporters, it's the candidates, and all the people that you see gathered here today are here because they're not sure where this industry is going to go.
So Tammy, so you're working for Newsweek using this thing.
That's correct.
That's fantastic. So tell us what you do or how about your report topic.
Well, I have the TamCam blog, thanks to Mike Allen from Politico, and after he saw me with the camera for the first time after 20-some years covering politics for television. And the reason I got the camera was to really show the reporters of Newsweek, Washington Post, how easy it is to actually take this camera and go. And the people that they're already talking to, look, the bottom line is Newsweek and the Washington Post reporters are in the center of politics. People talk to them. But if they take a camera this tiny and pick it up and hold it up, it doesn't change their reporting. And that's the most important part.
And it also doesn't involve a lot of logistics with getting approval and you could just sort of whip it out sort of thing.
So what we're seeing on the campaign trail now is that candidates are so willing. For example, John Meacham, the editor of Newsweek, anchored the Compassion Forum. And at the end of the forum, when everyone's walking around and Senator Obama's there and Senator Clinton is there, I'm there with Sally Quinn from On Faith at WashingtonPost.com, and I took Sally over to Senator Obama, and of course he knows her, everyone knows Sally Quinn, and I had my camera right like this, and Sally just asked a question. It was the week the Pope was coming to the United States. Are you meeting with the Pope? Because of course On Faith is the only place where religion and politics is covered 24/7, and of course religion has been so much at this election. So she asked him, are you going to see the Pope? And he said, I'm not going to see the Pope. He said, I wrote him a note, I can't see him. But he said, but I talked to the Dalai Lama today. And Sally said, well, what did he say? And he said that it's very important that the United States advocate for human rights for China, not specifically with their issue. And that's the way to get ahead. Well, we never would have had that if we didn't have this camera, if we didn't get that close. And that's what we're seeing on this campaign, and that's how we're seeing incremental news stories every day by technology.
Tell us about the video in the context of your reporting and how web video is different than broadcast.
I think that's the point, actually. We're not going to be nightly news, we're not going to be CNN, we're not going to be my friends at MSNBC. But what we can do is go to a candidate, go to an important person in an election, ask them a question right on the camera, right? Ask the question, and then we just open it up, take this out. You know, the greatest story is, put this in the computer and it's uploaded to Newsweek, TamCam. It's uploaded, it's there in 20 minutes. The day the New York Times had the story about Senator McCain and possible personal relationship, inappropriate relationship with a lobbyist. I was there at Bob Bennett's office, McCain's lawyer. I called up, I got there, I'm in one room, and in the other room is Nightline. Jake Tapper, all our friends from Nightline are there. They shoot their interview, I shoot my interview. By the time they took the crew to the elevator, I already had it uploaded on Newsweek.com. And that's what we're seeing in this technology, and that's how you can make a difference. And that's the unique opportunity that print has to enter into this conversation of video.
Your friend Chris Matthews and the CNN and everybody else, can they maintain this sort of record attention, or is it just this crazy political story?
Well, I think people are really curious of where the country's going. That's why we see so many people voting. That's why we see Hillary Clinton's plea, by the way, this week, that right to me. You know, it reminds me so much of my Larry King days with Ross Perot. You tell me if you want me to run for president. Hillary Clinton says, you tell me what you want me to do. Of course, now it's on the internet. So we'll see how things sort of go around and really don't change absolutely at all. But the truth is, it is all about media. It's all about communication. And it's really important that reporters, editors, and just regular old producers look at everything they're doing and see if there's a new way to do it that makes more sense in this multimedia world we now live in.